success, it's pretty simple. I want to wake up every day with a smile on my face. That's it. So there's certain things that have to go with that. My mom lets me back at her house now. I was shocked. I flew to New York to go surprise my mom, and I got to her door, and I'm thinking in my head, there's a chance that I might have to go get a hotel room, right? That's a real chance. She opened the door, screamed, slammed it in my face. True story. I have that on TikTok. I literally have that on TikTok. I was like, oh, this was a little bit worse than I thought it was going to. And then she opened the door, crying, welcoming me in. And I spent that week with my mom and my dad. The night before, our plane could not land in New York. So we got rerouted to Baltimore because of the weather. So everybody else is on the plane. They're mad. So I get mad. Because why?
The environment.
Because the people around me are going to tell me how I should feel. That's ludicrous. I got out of prison 3 months before that. I got permission from my parole officer and my probation officer to allow me to fly across the country. And now I get to rent a car because I got credit cards and shit, which is a whole new thing. And I'm able to drive from Baltimore to New York. That's pretty awesome. And I had this revelation on the tram. I'm like, man, I get to drive from Baltimore, and I talk to my kid. And my kid's like, hey, my house is on the way. He's a police officer, believe it or not, in Pennsylvania. My son allowed me to drive to his house, my son who I abandoned. My son who literally, this is a God's honest true story. He's on there, he can verify if I'm lying. I dropped him off on his first day of school. I went to his high school graduation. And I missed, I think, every single day in between except maybe one random visit. Because of drugs, alcohol, and prison. And he welcomed me back into his house. But I had this revelation on the tram. I'm like, man, I get to do all this stuff. So then I get happy. I'm telling the guy next to me, I'm like, hey man, what kind of car do you think they're going to get? You know, what's the rental look like? The guy next to me, he wasn't on the same page. So he moved the seat. And I'm like, okay,